Me on location, and we're here at Matsuricon 2012 with Samurai Dan. Now, it's only been a couple months since we've seen you at ColossalCon. What's been up in life?
My wife. You should start with her. This is my wife. This is Mrs. Sensei. This is Jillian. Sometimes she seems to be kind of the underrated person for our performing. And the truth is, after getting to know me, everyone likes her better anyway. So maybe she can answer the first question. And I'll just stand here.
Actually, I believe we have been on the road every weekend to a convention since ColossalCon till now. So quite a bit of traveling and road trips and having a blast, meeting a lot of great anime kids and hanging out with our friends at conventions. So mostly what's been going on for us.
All right, sounds good. As a husband and wife duo, what is that dynamic like, especially when you're performing on stage?
Painful. It just means that our marriage is very public, and me getting beat up is something that not only happens at home in the bedroom, in the living room or places like that, it also happens on stage. So it's a mixed blessing. I get to travel with my wife, which is good, and I get to travel with my wife, which is not always good. I love you though, dear. Maybe you have a better answer.
All right. As a writer, and you have a novel project that we will discuss soon, what's it like getting over writer's block? How do you overcome it?
Alcohol? No, I don't drink at all. People get ideas from different things. One of the things that I've read is that most songwriters and a lot of novelists actually get their best ideas while they're in the shower. That seems strange to me. I get over writer's block by taking short rides on my motorcycle. It's just kind of a relax and experience the environment, and I feel like all the stress and all the deadlines and things just kind of wash away while I'm on the bike. Yeah. And normally then that's actually my writing routine when I get up in the morning, get the dogs taken care of, get dressed. That's a big one if you're going to go out in public. Then I get on the bike and I go for like a 15-minute ride, come back, sit down, and I'm good to go for 4 or 5 hours.
So really, idea generation comes from purging thoughts, kind of.
Usually, yes. Intensely trying to concentrate and focus on coming up with things, that creates a tension that usually blocks people. If you interview all these different artists, people who create things, their ideas come middle of the night when they're not quite asleep, but they're just relaxed. And honestly, I think that's why a lot of artists do illegal substances, because it lets their mind relax. And since I don't believe in any of those things, motorcycle rides. Motorcycle rides.
Well, adrenaline is also a great alternative.
I don't ride like that. Legal rider. 55, stay alive.
All right. What's it like performing live versus rehearsing it, putting it online, or distributing it through other mediums? Like what dynamics are different?
Live is way more fun for me. I really do, and I know I'm jumping into one of your future questions. Yeah. I love interaction with the audience. If people are there and they're having fun and they're joking or trying to heckle, I live for that because I feed off of that energy and that feedback. I was never a theater geek. I mean that in a good way. I have a lot of friends that are stage actors and performers where the goal is to ignore the audience and just lose yourself and immerse yourself in the scene. I can't do that. It never leaves my mind that we're up here in front of people for those people and not for me. So having feedback from them and energy from them is kind of what spurs me to do stupid things that I would never, ever do otherwise, like dance, sing, because I can't do either one. But I'll do it on stage because people are laughing and think it's funny. And as soon as the threats come in and the lack of paycheck, I'll stop. But having them there is what makes it fun for us.
All right. What's the motivation for writing for you?
Money. No. Is that bad? I love storytelling. It's tough for me to do a serious interview or anything else because I love entertaining. I love being entertained. I like going to movies that are fun. I hate sad movies with a bad ending. And the motivation for writing, I've always wanted to write. When I was in 3rd grade, I wrote monster stories and sold them to my classmates for spending money. I've always just liked the idea of entertaining people and creating a world. And that's the best part of writing and storytelling, is you're creating your own universe, your own world, and pulling people into it. And a good movie will do the same thing. You go and you watch Avengers, and when you walk out of the theater, you're convinced people do fly. Hulk is out there waiting to take people from other places and smash them on the ground back and forth. And you buy into that, just like seeing the Batman movies. Christopher Nolan pulls you into his world, and it's not quite the way yours is, but if he's successful at what he's doing, that's the world you live in. And writing, that's kind of a goal, is to pull them into that. I wrote a werewolf novel. Most of us know werewolves are not real. But if you do a good job in your storytelling, people believe that while they're reading it. They're waiting for the next change. They're waiting to see the werewolf do something that intellectually they already know is not possible. But if you can tell your story correctly and pull them into your world, they believe that. And that's almost a point of existence for me, is being a good storyteller.
Are there any other upcoming projects that you would like to discuss with us?
Spoiler alert. No, it's a teaser. I'm not going to do the spoiler alert. My novel, The Pack, is actually coming out. This is still August, right? Okay. Sorry, I tell days by which con we're at, and this one started in August, so it must still be August. Well, yeah, and that works. Football season works too, but since it hasn't started yet, time has not started. The clock is not ticking. So, upcoming project, my novel is being released at supposedly the end of this month. Honestly, I think it'll be mid-September before it's actually out on bookshelves in stores. But Haven Publishing House, which is doing the novel, is launching their audiobook division with my novel. And we can't say who's doing the audiobook yet, but he's a voice actor and he's a big name in the industry. And we are ridiculously excited about this and can't wait to actually just publicly announce it. So we do have that coming up. And I have a rough draft for my second novel due October 10th, and I'm not on schedule.
Well, sounds wonderful. Can't wait. Are there any ways that fans can keep up with you online or through other media presences? And do you have any final messages for the viewers out there?
Don't hate me.
We are available on our Facebook site, facebook.com/Samurai Dan and Jillian. We are working to get better at keeping updates going as far as where we're going to be at, our schedules at those events, and as we have gotten our DVDs done, we do have DVDs that cover basic samurai swordsmanship, Fisticuffs of Fury, which is a basic boxing DVD, and then a recording of one of the 18-plus uncensored live panels we did at Anime Iowa about a month ago that are available for sale. We have those.
My mom.
Not to his mom, definitely, or my family. My family is never allowed to watch these videos, but we have those. We have them available. Other than that, that's about it.
All right, sounds wonderful. Samurai Dan, Jillian, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
All right.